Emily just turned 1. She spent the day surrounded by bright wrapping paper, tearing into new toys, clothes, and books. These are wonderful items, but they have a very short shelf life. Within a few months, the clothes won't fit, the books will be memorized, and the toys will end up forgotten at the bottom of a bin. We buy items for the present moment because a 1-year-old's future is a blank slate. We have no idea who they will become, what they will care about, or what they will actually need. That uncertainty often paralyzes us. It is so difficult to picture exactly what a child's adult life will look like that families usually wait until the child is fully grown to even begin talking about long-term financial planning. But sitting among the boxes and bows, Emily received something different. Her family made an unwrapped, invisible decision. Her parents realized they couldn't guess if she would eventually head off to a university, decide to launch her own business, or suddenly encounter a major medical challenge. Instead of trying to guess the destination, they decided to equip her for the journey itself, which brings up an interesting problem. How do you actually lay the groundwork for someone whose life is decades away from taking shape? The answer starts with the calendar. By deciding to act on her very first birthday, Emily's family captured the single most valuable resource available in wealth building: time. Legacy planning is often mistaken for a pursuit reserved for the wealthy, but time is actually the primary driver of growth. Time is the silent multiplier. This animated graph shows 2 different approaches to growth. A slow, steady upward curve that begins early will consistently outpace a delayed, aggressive strategy trying to catch up later in life. Ordinary decisions repeated over a long period beat sudden intensity almost every time. Taking that first step early means every subsequent choice has decades to compound into a branching structure of new avenues. It allows early capital to grow, shift, and spawn new opportunities. You cannot recreate decades of compound growth. Beginning immediately builds a wide network of available options that simply won't exist if you wait until the need arises. Traditional estate planning sometimes gets this wrong. It tries to force the next generation down a very specific corridor, tying resources to strict milestones based on what the parents expected decades earlier. A modern legacy plan rejects that rigid playbook. People change careers, relationships evolve, and personal goals inevitably shift over time. The goal is to engineer flexibility into the system. You want to give the next generation the latitude to pivot their focus and pursue the opportunities that actually matter to them in their own time. That same flexibility also acts as a shield. Life brings sudden, unexpected hardships, and having a plan capable of absorbing those blows is one of the most enduring ways a family can show they care. In this framework, wealth is measured by the sheer volume of options and the freedom to choose your own direction. To understand what Emily's family accomplished, we have to look past her childhood entirely. They were mapping out a structure intended to last well into her adult life and decades into the future. Most parenting focuses on immediate needs, asking how to help a child get through school or navigate today's challenges. Legacy planning asks what opportunities can be created for the children of that child. Generational stability is constructed one deliberate choice at a time. Each thoughtful decision supports the next, layering over time to build something permanent. This means you are often laying the groundwork for descendants you will never even get the chance to meet. By widening their perspective, Emily's parents stepped past standard child rearing. They set a resilient, upward trajectory for their entire family line. If Emily's parents only focus on accumulating financial assets for her, this entire plan will ultimately fail. Capital requires character. The most critical assets a family passes down are completely invisible: responsibility, integrity, and a sense of generosity. A child learns how to manage wide-open options by watching their parents model responsible stewardship. The way a family lives intentionally every day serves as the training ground. Money is a tool to facilitate choices later in life. The wisdom and example provided by the family today actually shapes the child and gives the legacy its permanence. Right now, every family is writing a story. A family's trajectory can be left to chance and reactive decisions, or it can be built on a foundation of deliberate preparation and specific long-term goals. Emily's parents chose to write theirs with purpose. The opportunities created by their decision will quietly unfold over the course of her entire life. So take a look at your own timeline. What kind of story is your family writing today? You don't have to leave your family's narrative to chance. Schedule a family legacy review to start intentionally building a plan that reflects your values, your vision, and the future you want to create.